Now we will demonstrate you how to characterize a capacitive type of a level probe for the measurement of level in a tank. The aim, theory, procedure, simulator, all the tabs are as usual. If you want to start characterization, click on to the simulator, and then you will find there is a system in place and you need to configure this system. The meaning of the word configuration means this is a concentric type of capacitive level probe wherein there are two pipes, two hollow pipes, one in other. First, you will have to configure what will be the height of the tank. For example, height of the tank is 2500 centimeter. So this is the tank. Now you have dipped a capacitive type of level probe inside this, having outer radius as 2.5 centimeter and inner radius you can select. I'll configure this as suppose 1.9 centimeter. That means there would be a gap between the outer and inner radius. The span value now will become 2245. It clearly indicates that the probe is installed slightly above the bottom of the tank. So then you have to select the service. Either you can measure level in a tank containing coffee beans, grain of mustard seeds, water, HCl or skim milk powder. Now let's select coffee beans, and now this is called as you have configured the system, and if you click on to configured system you will get all the data. And if you want to see the block diagram, you click on to block diagram. This is how the block diagram of the sensor will look like, wherein you have a power supply, capacitance probe, level shifter, a dielectric change which is a function of liquid, overlapping area change, change in capacitance, and then you will get ultimately output in microfarad. So the relation between level versus capacitor is the characterization of this plate. So you can close it and click on to configure the system. So this will indicate that this is how you have selected. So if you want to continue, click on to continue. Now what you will have to do is, if suppose the tank is filled with 225 centimeter of coffee bean, what will be the capacitance at the output? Using this formula, click on to formula, you will find there is a formula for calculating capacitance and all the values are given. The process fluid or service details are given. Dielectric constants are given. Choose correct dielectric constant, correct radius of inner and outer cylinder, permittivity of space is given, and calculate this and enter this value in this column. If the value is correct, it will ask you correct, else recalculate. 0.4777 and I submit this. If it is correct, it will give me correct value. Then I change this and then I want to calculate, suppose for 900 centimeter. So this level will rise, which will show you that this is 900 centimeter, and you can enter those values. You will have to do this for 3 times so as to get the value. So this is correct. So what I will do is now go to 1350 and enter the value. Now after 3 readings, the graph would be shown, which is called as a capacitance graph. Means the relation between level versus capacitance is microfarad. Now this, as this is a standard theoretical graph, it will be quite linear, but in reality this will not be so linear. Now you can see the current graph also. Now current graph means if the capacitance in microfarad is converted into a standard of instrument, field instrument, a standard of field instrument which is 4 to 20 milliampere, you will find that the value has got changed from microfarad to milliampere. Now this is how you can perform the experiment. If you want to go to the next set of values, you can change inner radius and you can select the values and continue with the experiment.